All right, what's going on? It's Power 105.1. I go by Art as always. We have a very special guest in the building. Born and raised in Idaho, Zeddy Will.
No, born and raised in Queensbridge. Queensbridge. No, yeah, we in New York in the city.
You know why I say Idaho?
Why?
Remember your first video you made?
My first video.
The Q&A video you made on YouTube, and they were asking you where you
Oh
from.
my God, I was doing that in the basement. That's like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, like, you did your research then.
Nah. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with him a little bit. Just
Yo, I used to use that
I
joke
thought you was gonna pick up on it. You don't
I
even
used that
remember
joke
your
mad
own
long
content.
ago. Damn, that was a minute ago.
Nah, he was like, I'm from Idaho.
Did I say New York or I just let it go?
Nah, you said you said Idaho, and then you corrected it. You said New York,
Oh,
but I just thought it would have been funny.
my
I wanted
old
to
joke.
see if you would have,
That's
you
my
know,
old-
you would
that's
have
my
picked up
old
back
joke.
on it. See that, but Zeddy Will's here, man. Zeddy, how you feeling?
Feeling good, blessed, a lot going on, but everything good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, man. I like your energy. It seems like whenever you're around, you're always in like good spirits.
Yeah,
So
all the time.
and you seem like a very very positive person. I learned something unique about you, man. I learned you called this your angel arm.
Yeah, this is just all like has to do like the Bible and just God and all that type of stuff. And I really only got one tattoo on my other arm, but this is where I really want to start it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope though. Is it? Well, clearly you're. I don't want to put like a religion on you, but spiritual person. Christian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I just got verses. My name is in the Bible. Zedekiah is a name in the Bible, and I got the cross. I got God here, and then I just left that just for my faith. Like my mother, like growing up, faith was important to us, and then as I got older, I got to learn more about just faith and about myself. So yeah, I just got it on my arm.
Yeah.
Just tatted up on the arm. Yeah.
What would you say you have learned about faith in yourself?
I would say that like the biggest thing is like growing up, I used to think everything was just like all the success I had was from me. Like, oh, I'm just really talented. If you work hard, you get it. But I learned the first thing is just from God. Like you can't really do nothing without God. And then, I wanted to be like one of them people that didn't just want to promote me being faithful and me being a Christian just because it was like something cool to do or something. So I wanted to, research it and get more in tune with it. So yeah, that's really what I would say.
Yeah, and I'm sure as you start getting more, enjoying more fun experiences, living life,
Yeah.
you do start appreciating God a little
Yeah,
more because certain
exactly.
things you're like, man, this can only be God.
Yeah, exactly. All of it. Like a lot of, like I said, all the success and all that, I learned that is not all from me. From if you got the team, you got your talent, but all of it starts from God. So
Yeah.
I push that a lot.
I wanna take it back even more, man. Like there's another thing that I thought was interesting about you. You have something in common with my best friend. He went to boarding school, and I know you went to boarding school in Virginia as well. So I wanted to ask you about the experiences and the perspective you took away from boarding school that you thought was different growing up in New York.
Boarding school was different. Like my mother sent me out there. I was like 15, 16. I went out there for 4 years at Alexandria. No, I think I was younger. I was like 15. Yeah, 14, 15. But I was out there with people that didn't really look like me a lot. I had like 400 kids there. I probably would have like 20 black kids at that school. But I just feel like I got a piece of college a little early because we all lived on campus. Like we was one of the last boarding schools that had everybody living on campus. I got to meet people from Brazil. Got to meet people from Idaho, Florida, all these places. And I got to it just expand my just reach of people, I guess you could say. And I use that a lot now, like my music. I got a lot of friends that I still got from like freaking Australia. And just a lot of my connections, I would say.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's something I was gonna bring up about how you're using it. That opening up your mindset and how you're using that with your music and connecting with your audience. Is that kind of how you're thinking? Like it's bigger. I think a lot of people, and I hate to generalize, but I think a lot of people are like when they create art, they try to like keep it sorely where they're from.
Yeah.
But I think once you start realizing that the world is a
lot bigger than
New
York
than
where you
yeah.
from. Yeah. I think that's one of the things, like, because remember, going in high school, I didn't plan on being an artist. I didn't plan on being a comedian. I was running track. I had a scholarship to go to college for track, so I was just doing that. And I feel like, when I leave school, I have all these good people that I met in high school, and I could probably get a job in somewhere or whatever. But now I know, like I said, I got a friend from Australia, literally, and like I was looking up statistics of my songs that's going viral, and they blowing up in Australia. And I'm asking him, yo, Like they play my music out there, or what clubs I got out there, or whatever the case may be. So I try to keep it worldly. I try not to keep it too much in my city because New York is just a little piece of this world. So.
Yeah. I like what you just said a few seconds ago, like not planning. You didn't plan on this to happen.
No.
So what I wanted to ask you is if music and content never became part of your life, what do you think you'll be doing today?
I probably just have graduated college. I've been running track. I think I did 4 years in college, running track. I didn't have a plan, like, in terms of, like, I was just a normal college kid that just had no plan. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I would have figured out what I was going to do as time went on, but God's honest truth, I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
If I didn't go pro, I didn't go to the Olympics, which not everybody does, I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know.
So let's sit here real quick. So I want you to think about this, man. You're in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You're just starting to create content. Remember, let's even put a date to it, like March 31st when you put out your first TikTok video,
mm-hmm.
right? It hit 1 million views in like 3 days.
Right.
So that instant gratification, I feel like it teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
What did it taught you in that moment? And then for the long run, what have you learned about, I don't want to say overnight success, but just like getting stuff, because our generation, we like that instant gratification. So what have you learned in the long run?
I would say, to be honest, like, from that first video that blew up, I was in my high school dorm, I thought, like, I didn't even think nothing of it. Like, that was the thing for me. Like, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know how. I knew 1 million views was a lot, but I seen on TikTok people was hitting 20 million views and 30 million views. So I'm thinking, like, oh, I'm doing something, but it's nothing crazy. And as time went on, because it was a whole year, I didn't get another video that hit that big. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was like 30K views, some was 5K. So I was working for a full year and not getting a lot of views. And as time went on, I just learned, consistency, and just being grateful for whatever you got. Because that 1 million really made me want to keep doing content. Say my first video hit 10K. I don't know if I would have been where I am right now. Maybe I would have stopped. Maybe I would not kept going. So I think I definitely learned to just be grateful and being consistent.
Yeah.
Sure.
Was that depressing? I hate to use the word depressing.
I would say I wouldn't say depressing only because the time we was during COVID. Okay. I think the whole COVID was depressing. Like at that, like we was all in the house. There was nothing to do. Like, so I kind of like had. It was just a dull year. It was nothing really to do. So it wasn't that bad. I was just in a crib making TikToks and they just wasn't blowing up. And then finally, right before we had, they said COVID was kind of done and we was going back to school, then another video blew up. I had the C-Band's character. And then from then, it was over. I went to school and I really locked in. I'm like, yeah, I got more than my house. I got to go back to my school. I got my dorm. I got outside. I got the fields. I got to go crazy. So, yeah, I wasn't really sad like that because we was all sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of the C-Band's character, man, it's so funny to like hear people try to figure out how this character was developed, and even you yourself, you're like, I don't even know. I just said it one day in a video,
and it just stuck. I was just in a room and I put the little ring light up. That's when I was like, I'm gonna try something different, because I was like, obviously the videos I'm doing not working, so I just tried something different. Put a little background behind me, like I was in the airplane, and I said C-Bands, and it just took over. That one hit 1 million in a day. So then I was like, this is something that they really like. So I did a part 2, part 3, and I made it a series. And we kept going from there. So it was random. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I want to transition to music a little bit. To me, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but to me, you reflect, fun and high energy in your music. Yeah. What made you go that route, being that our generation focus a lot on like drugs and violence so much?
Because that's just me, like just knowing, before Zeddy, just knowing Zedekiah, like that's my name. Like, I'm just a fun guy that's energetic. I'm goofy. I like to have fun. So I didn't want to like stray away from that when I got into music, because I know everybody's on some drill, gangster drugs, like you said, killing each other. I don't kill people. Like, I went to a boarding school. I went to college. That don't make no sense for me to be talking about things that I didn't do in my life. So it wasn't hard. Like, I think the hardest transition was just like, going from TikTok to having people take me more serious as an artist. I think that was the biggest transition and battle, but it's not hard being myself.
Yeah.
And then having my team just let me know, like reassure me, like, it's okay that you're doing something different. It might take a little long. Like, it's still taking a long time to get to where we got to be, but this route was way better than trying to be someone you're not. So shout out to my team for sure for that, helping me out.
It's so weird because you've continuously said that you never wanted to rap. That was never your thing.
No.
So every time I hear you say how you want to have people take you serious as a rapper, to me that's just weird, because if you never wanted to be a rapper, so why do you want that validation?
So I would just say, like, so yeah, I never wanted to start out rapping, but now that I got into it, I think it's from where I started, me doing content first and just doing comedy and going into the music space. I think like a lot of just, you know, the talk and the comments and all that type of stuff, and like the blogs. Oh, TikTokers can't be real musicians. Leave that stuff for TikTok. Or the people who knew me for being C-bands, stick to the C-band stuff. I think it's just like it's like a challenge. You know, it makes my music better. I feel like it makes me want to make more music. It's just like a challenge with myself, for real. And it's been working though. So I've been thugging it out for real.
You know what's so interesting, man? I was just yesterday, my homegirl, I'm not gonna say her name because what I'm about to say, she might not want me to say it publicly, but my homegirl, she's heavy into TikTok. So I texted her yesterday and I was like, I'll read the text, but I was like, Zeddy Will, what's your thoughts? Literally, I texted her and she was like, who? I was like, Zeddy Will, the TikTok guy, because on her story she was doing like Q&A. I should have given that context, but she was doing Q&A about how she's obsessed with TikTok. Not to box you in, but she's obsessed with TikTok music, and you carry TikTok on your back for a long time. Right, so I was like, Zeddy Will, what's your thoughts? And she was like, who? And I'm like, the Zeddy Will, and I sent her. I think the first thing I sent her was Get Jiggy, and I sent her that record, and she was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this dude. He makes great music. But it made me realize how just in our own world we all are in. And so earlier to that point about how you really gotta, like, you can't just think in your world. You gotta think outside of your world.
You gotta go outside your box. You have to. You got to.
That was an eye-awakening moment for me though, because I was like, because in my world you're like the guy, you know what I mean? In this world, this hip hop world,
there's a lot of people that just do not know me, and that's what's gonna make, you know, this a lot bigger. Is just my reach. I'm just trying to reach as much people as possible. There's a lot of people that just heard my song on the radio and don't know a damn thing about me on TikTok. They don't know all the trends I've said. They don't know about none of the songs that blew up. They just heard me from the radio. And then you got a lot of people on the internet that don't even think I get played on the radio, don't think I get played in the clubs. So it's just like I said, like a little self-challenge for me. Yeah. Just keep working, for real.
I have this theory that you make music with the performance in mind. Like, you make music like, okay, this is how I'm gonna perform it. This is how it's gonna be like when I hit the stage. Am I correct?
You're the first person to ever notice that. I swear to God, you're the first person. Like, when I do songs like you, I'm waiting for them to say you should. So that's crazy. You're the first person to ever to notice that. Yeah, that's really how it be.
Yeah, I caught that because I was watching a few of your performances just over the weekend, and a lot of times you engage with the crowd, like that's your thing. So I'm like, okay, so he's intentional with that when he makes that. Man, people love the ad-lib.
The ad-lib, yeah, that's that. I don't know, that came out of nowhere. That was mad random. I started doing that randomly. I don't know. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be man. Like, I tried to trademark that, and then people just took So I was like, okay, we gonna run with it.
When did you start noticing, like, oh damn, they want me to do this?
when I posted another snippet, and then in the comments they just kept spamming, oh, I love that ad-lib. They spell it in different ways, UH, AH, whatever. But yeah, they was like, yeah, they rocking with that. So I just kept going. Like, that's my joint right there. So
nah, it's like a thing. Like, it's there's an actual, like, a TikTok hole, like, you could just go down this rabbit hole on TikTok about how people love when you do that shit. Like, literally, I'm on TikTok listening to that shit.
That's how it broke.
Yeah, somebody was like, if Zeddy ever stopped rapping, like, just let him do the
the ad-libs. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, everybody got like, I finally got my thing. Like, 21 Savage, that's one of my favorite artists. He got the 21. So now I got my See? It's working, look.
That's dope, man. Another thing I got to give you credit for, man. I think you're intentional about creating moments creating moments that cause viral chaos. And what I mean by that is, I like when you do stuff like what you and Zoe do, and then I like when you do stuff like the 5 baby mama picture for the Cha-Cha video.
Which is not real, by the way.
I know that.
No, it's a lot of people that really just don't use their brain cells. Like, people really think I got 5 baby mamas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I got 0 kids, man. 0 kids yet. No kids.
Yeah, the New York Post did a whole article about you.
They bomb me. Like, they said I'm a bad example, for kids. I'm like, that's the worst. Like, those my peoples right there. You can't make me look crazy, but it's all right. It's going away, slowly but surely. But no, I don't got 5 baby mamas at all.
But are you intentional with that though? Like,
yeah, no, we definitely did that on purpose. Like, that was the main thing. I think it got out a little earlier than we wanted it to, because it like kind of got leaked before we dropped the official video for Cha-Cha. But yeah, definitely, I know how to create moments around, like, you know, when I'm about to drop or like whatever the case may be. But a lot of times, I think just Zeddy Will is just like, I'm just viral at this point. Like, it's just like everything that I'm doing, whether it's a stream with Kai or a stream with Zoe or a sound that's going viral, or like, it's just whatever. It's just always something with me. So
so before it was more like you were strategic with it. Now it's
no.
just
So
like whatever happens.
at first, yes. At first, I was kind of strategic with it, yes. And then now it's just like it's always gonna be something to pop up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's really what it is.
Does that bug you?
Nah, I have it like that anytime. Like, because I don't gotta force myself to try to figure something out. Like, all right, we gotta do something. So now it's like more like natural now.
Or if it's something that you don't agree with?
No, well, what they tell? No press is, what is it? Bad. What is it? Something about press. What's the saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying. All promo is good promo.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing crazy about me. Like, I'm not out here wilding like in my personal life or wilding on the internet to where anything would be like crazy bad about me. So I don't even gotta worry about that, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion on something. I was watching an interview with DDG, who's on the Breakfast Club, and he said something that I thought maybe you can relate to. But he was talking about how most rappers won't thrive in content creation because they have this too tough or too cool persona.
100%.
You know, being in this content world, do you think that's accurate? Like, you have to let that go?
100%. Like, I feel like a lot of people just can't let it go because that's just who they are. Like, that's their music reflects who they are, and they just, you know, like, real calm and chill. But DDG hit it on the money. Like, the reason like people like me and DDG are winning, even like Queen Naja, is because we're not afraid to, you know, be in front of the camera and show our regular lifestyle and be on Twitch and be on YouTube. Like, you don't have to be cool all the time. Like, your fans want to see more than just music.
Yeah.
So if you show them more, they're gonna rock with you a lot more. So he's on the money.
Yeah. And you also said before that you wish someone had told you you shouldn't care about what people say. Like, you literally just gotta be you.
So you just gotta do what you. In the beginning, though, I used to be in them comments hard. Yo, I used to be in them comments hard because they used to be bombing me like, yo, stick to TikToks, bro. You not an artist, da da da. I'm like, damn, they cooking me. But like I said, my team was the biggest ones in my ear. Like, look, it will blow over. Trust me. And right now, we seeing it. People are knowing me more as an artist than a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, I go places and I'm trying to do streams and they put me on flyers and they saying Zeddy with an artist. No. I'm a streamer right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in my stream space. They're like, nah, you an artist. And every stream I want to do now, everybody want to do a studio session stream. No. I want to go to the park. I want to go prank people. Like, so I definitely made the transition real smooth.
Yeah. Nah, that's so interesting. 50 Cent got this thing where he was talking about on an interview where he said that 50 Cent, whenever he do something bad or good, they always say 50 Cent the rapper. And he's like, I'd rather them say that because with the rapper persona, I get away with anything. So it's like when he do something bad, it'd be like 50 Cent the rapper. And he was like, yeah, I'm a rapper. I'm supposed to do that.
So wait, what would you say 50 Cent, like, his title is? Like,
I think he's a businessman, a mogul at this point. Like,
he got so much going on. Like,
yeah, but they don't. But whenever something like some crazy stuff happened with 50, they don't say
rapper.
Mogul they don't say mogul 50 Cent or businessman 50 Cent. They always say rapper 50 Cent. And he said in the interview, he said, I actually like when they say that because it gives
like
me like a defense.
Yeah.
Like a shield.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, he's a rapper. He's supposed to behave this way. So I think that's funny as hell. But back to you brought something interesting up about, you know, the different fans that you have, you know, from the music, from the comedy, the content. Right. Is it exhausting trying to please all of those crowds individually?
Nah. Because I always made sure, like, when I started getting heavily into music, I kept up with the skits. I kept up with the goofy little videos just to keep everybody pleased. So it wasn't really hard. Like, it's not hard at all, really. Doing the streams, nah, that's not hard at all.
Yeah. And this is another thing that DDG also talked about on the Breakfast Club, but have you found it difficult in trying to get those audience to cross over to one another? Like, people who like you for comedy, do you get them? Is it difficult to get them to cross over to the music, or people who like you for the content, Zeddy? Is it difficult to get them to cross over to the comedy, or vice versa?
I say, well, like I said, yeah, it's this transition. Like, that's just always what we're working on, to get people to take me, to understand that I'm making music too from the content side. But I feel like from the music to content side, and that's what I was saying with artists, they just gotta show them their true selves. It's a lot of people are loving my music more when they're finding out that I'm more goofy and I'm funny and I like to just have a good time. So yeah, transition on both sides is smooth. It's not that hard.
You're definitely funny in the music, man. But I think people enjoy it because you bring all of that into it. You know what I mean? Exactly. You bring the comedy into the music. Exactly. You know, you involve your content into the music. But I think in this world, in this generation that we're in, you have to kind of do all of that. Like, you can't just keep it one dimensional.
And that's why I keep spamming. I think, like, I was talking to my friend the other day. I think for the last 2 years, I think I just broke my streak, but I was posting 2-3 times a day. So for 2 years straight, I was just hitting them over the head with content, whether it was music, whether it was just comedy stuff. And fans appreciate that, like, on both sides. So, that's been keeping me afloat for sure.
Now, I'm listening to the project, Set the Tone.
How'd you like it? Be honest.
Zeddy, well, we're going to talk about a few things.
Okay.
Because one of them, I'm like, oh, this is my guy. I like what he's talking about. A few things I'm like, and we're going to talk about it. I'm like, oh, this is my guy. I like what he's talking about. Because I relate. You know, I'll be preaching the same thing. And one of the things is, well, there was a song I got you with TJ, right?
Yeah, me and TJ, yeah.
I'm listening to the record, and I'm like, oh, Zeddy got some tricking tendencies.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I like this, because I'm kind of like that too. And then you go a couple songs later, you listen to Girls, 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 and you confirm my theory. Because you said you said I'm a trick, yes.
I'm telling you, like, and the thing about me is, like, I do it so low key, like, I don't drag it. But there's one thing I would say, like, it got to be a girl I really like, though.
Yeah.
Like, it got to be a girl I really like, and I, do whatever for. But other than that, I'll be chilling. Nobody would know unless you listen to the music. You gotta listen to the music to know.
But so you okay with publicly saying that? Like,
oh yeah.
Well,
100%.
I guess putting that out. I mean, yeah, you put it in the song, but you're okay with saying that?
Oh yeah, 100%, for sure. Because, like, people be like, some people be trying to say they do it and they really don't, and then some people try to hide it. Nah,
because it's frowned upon, like in hip hop especially. Like, oh, you a simp if you tricking, but everybody
do it just in their
own
way.
If you like a girl, you
gonna do it. Like, it start from buying roses and going on the dates and come on, bro. Yes, I'm very open with it. Yes, I be tricking a little bit here and there. Nah, on the low though.
I like that, man. I think living your truth. I like and we all do it. I 100% do it. More than I should.
You right. I mean, more than I should. He be outside.
I mean, you were speaking to me. I ain't gonna lie.
You be buying the Birkin?
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Okay.
But you definitely was speaking to me, man. When you say I don't got no budget, I ain't looking at no price tag, I said, damn, Zeddy, that's me. I don't got it like you, but I was like, damn, Zeddy.
They want them wigs. They want them bags. They want them little shoes, man. I've been learning.
Nah, but you asked me my favorite song. I got a couple. I like Girls, Girls, Girls with Jen Carter.
Yeah, shout out to Jen.
I like that. Jen had a dope line. She was like 5 by 10. I thought that was dope.
She said 5 by 2. Yo, he not
5 by 2. Yeah, she was like 5 by 2. Something, but it was dope. It was fire.
Is tough.
I like that. And then the second record that I like is Want That Need That. I like that record a lot, which leads me to my next point. There's 2 things I said I wanted to talk about from this album. Want That, Need That. You also talked about something that I'm an advocate for. You talk about something that I've learned as I'm 26, as I'm getting older, that, helps boost your immune system, which is eating ass.
Oh God! You know, I never ate ass a day in my life.
Really?
Because that's probably one of the only things that Cap rapped about. Yeah, they be on the internet like, yo, what was the bar? I said it was.
You did say you did
What
said no because you were talking back and forth with
Yeah, I
yourself.
did
So
an
you did
ad lib.
say
I
no.
said no. I
Nope,
said no. Ew, what? Something like that in the ad libs. Yeah, they be bombing me in the comments. You know, I got DMs. Girls like, oh wait, so you eat ass?
You ass?
Like they'll send me the
Come on,
lyric.
bro.
You eat ass?
Me? You don't eat ass?
No, I've never eat ass. Damn.
Oh, shoot, you was rap capping.
Yeah, no, that was rap cap though. But no, I did it
Wow.
where after I was like, no, ew, no. So like that's what I would tell girls like, no, did you listen to more of the song because you would hit out of it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I stopped. No, I mean,
See, he said, "Yep,
my mind.
he's my guy. I like him." See, we got it. We connected. No,
In my mind, I stopped right there. But I listened to the whole thing for research. But in my mind, I was like, oh, yep, Zeddy eat ass. We on the same page. We making this popular. Gen Z,
No,
we up.
I'm bringing it up in the interview. Put it in my notes.
That's
No,
it. We up.
I never ate booty. No.
Damn,
no.
Zeddy.
Never ate booty. You say you disappointed. You like, damn, man.
No, because I was so happy. Because every time we bring it up, like, shout out to Cash Cobain. When I talked to Cash Cobain, we talked about it too. And Cash was open to, well, he said no, but he was open to the idea. So it was, when I heard you said you did it, I'm like, oh man, we finally have somebody. We all the same age and we there. You know what I mean?
No, man. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it though. But me, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a woman that could change your mind? You think?
No, I'm not even thinking. No. I'm not even thinking about that. Nah, booty eating.
It's not something you think about. I think you just do it. Like I remember Casanova said,
because I ain't just do it yet.
You just, no, you probably have. No. I'm be dead serious. You probably have, but you just don't know. I promise you. No, think about it.
My tongue get nowhere to no booty hole, gang. I'm fried, bro.
That's what I thought until I listened to Casanova did an interview once, and he said in the interview, and it made me change my perspective, bro. It's like I was listening to this interview recently, but he was like when he was younger, he used to be like, I'm never eating ass, and the older men would just be like, just wait till you get older, and then he said one day he was just wilding on his girl. This is his woman though. He's been with his woman for a long time. He was like one day he was just wilding on his girl, you know, eating the coochie from the back. You eating ass at that point. Cause he was like, I'm eating, I'm going. Next thing you know, there's no direction on where to go. You just GPS is broken at that point. Hey man, I'm saying just think about it. At some point,
shout out to Cash, shout out to Art. No, for Zeddy. No bueno.
Nah, man. Can I read you another lyrics too that I really enjoyed? Me and my good brother right here was just discussing this lyric right here. This a young man. He was hype about this lyric, yo. He walked in here. He said, "This is my favorite Zeddy line that he got." He said, "The line is, you really good at everything but head. I don't want your throat. Matter of fact, I want your friend.
I'm allowed to switch."
Why are people acting like it's toxic for you to say, I'm allowed to switch if you're trash at one thing?
Listen, bro. And the crazy thing is, if you look at when I dropped that song a year ago, like the original, and all the comments was like, oh, yes. Like the girls was like, yes, boys can do it. Girls can do it too. Now that the remix is out, it's, oh, no, you shouldn't be switching friends. And, man, that's true. That's not cap rap. That's real shit. Like, see, he know. He feel that. Like, that's real shit.
So you do feel that way. If the girl you messing with can't give head good, you feel like I'm allowed to.
So I think no. So those bars was like switched. So it was those bars was like separate. It was like, you really got everything. I don't want your throat. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. Yeah. Because it was like, I'm talking to you now. I want you more. Your friend look good though. You know boys be saying that like, nah, your friend look good. Girls be like, I picked the wrong friend. One of those type of vibes.
Oh, that's respectful. If you put it that way, that's respectful because you're basically saying, man, this is why commas and periods are important. Because you're basically saying,
I don't want that shit.
I don't want that shit.
I want your friend.
I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. Okay.
Everybody be saying like, damn, I picked the wrong friend. I picked the wrong friend a lot of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Had that happened to you recently?
100%.
Where you picked the wrong friend?
What? Yes. All the time. You ever talk to a girl and then she posts on her gram story all her friends for her birthday or something like that?
Whoa. You like,
damn. Sometimes you could do somebody, sometimes you can't.
Have you ever tried to see if you could still get the friend
100%.
Even though you tried the other friend?
100%. Like if me and a girl not serious, I feel like I'm allowed to switch. Yeah, I'm allowed. to switch.
The bar, right?
I'm allowed to switch. See, no ass eating. Yes, allowed to switch friends. Yes,
I like that, man. Just a couple more legs, and then I'm done. We can talk about other stuff. But you said some used to act bougie and now they act groupie, and it made me wonder, what's the most shocking interaction that you've had with someone who fronted on you before?
I would say, ooh, oh my God. Oh, just the other day, there was a club I just went to on Friday, and there's a girl that when I was not younger, but I say when I was in college, a freshman in college, she went to school with me, and she used to like dare on me. Like I'm talking about, like she used to like make sure she made sure I heard every day. Oh, I don't care that you this TikTok boy. I don't care that you got all these followers. Like I'm not on you. I don't want you. She used to bomb me, and I remember it. And on Friday, she drove down from DC with her friends to go to the club because one of her friends is a fan of me. And they tried to get in the club, and I'm looking out, letting people in, and I seen her with her two friends. And they all look good. I won't lie, they all look good. But I just looked at her, and I just did the little wave, like, damn. And we walked right in the club. It was a lot of mayhem, though, but I remember that. And me and all my guys were talking about it, like, damn. Because I told them I was going to do it. Damn. I told them because she posted, she tagged me, and she was like, oh, we in there, da da da. It was just a lot going on, but.
Zeddy, I feel like revenge.
I
feel like she would have felt it more if you would have let her in.
I wanted to let her in and not let her in the section. That's what I wanted to do.
Boom.
That's what I was planning to do.
You should have done
let her in and then have the security be like, no, you can't go in the section. Now you.
That's more powerful, yeah.
But I just liked the fact that I looked at her. She seen we made eye contact.
That's still fire, though.
And I said, all right, and we done. And we walked right in. I was like,
I know she
was hurt.
God damn.
She was violating me.
Yeah.
All freshman year, like. Too much going on freshman year. You add into the chaos. You're not.
Yeah. God damn.
That happens a lot, though. It happens.
Actually, before I talk about my next question, you brought up freshman year, and that's something I wanted to bring up too, or bring up, which Howard University.
Right.
You went there you did a year there, and then things got crazy, so you ended up leaving there to focus on what you really wanted to do. But what did you learn? I guess. One, Howard is an HBCU, so what did you learn going to an HBCU, that some of those values that, you're carrying with you?
I would say leaving the boarding school, like I was with, damn near everybody was white. So then going to a HBCU, I learned that I really love my people. Like,
wow.
It's just different. Like, being around everybody looked like me. We all I'm going to say act the same, but I just learned to love my people a lot more. And like me being in high school, one of the things we had like this thing called BSA, Black Student Association, and I felt like it wasn't really taken as serious because of the school or whatever the case may be, just because it was like an all white type of school. But me going to an HBCU, they didn't really have those type of programs, but like it just felt like the whole school was damn near a BSA program. And I always say one thing I regret was like not tuning, like getting into more like the little. What would you say, like the events they had on campus and like the extracurricular stuff they had. I was just too much into being an athlete and being on the internet, but I wish I got to do more programs and stuff like that. But yeah, I just learned to love my people.
Damn. Sure. So you love black people so much you decided to smoke B-Jax on his own record?
Nah, B-Jax, shout out to B-Jax. We definitely went crazy on Get Jiggy. Nah, B-Jax had the most viral part.
I ain't trying to start.
Nah, B-Jax had the most viral part. She got a booty, I remember her butt. Like, B-Jax got the viral part for real.
I ain't gonna start
shit
within the camp. Nah, but I do. We talk about Get Jiggy though. I think we was just talking about it before you walked in, and I said like a lot of people that I talk to, they have this feeling that. They think it's just you on the record.
Yeah, a lot of people still do think that to this day. I think it's just because of I promoted the song OD, which I do with all my other records. It's just this one was really, really big.
I don't. Let me get serious. I'm not saying that to shit on B-Jax because he's a dope artist. Yeah. I'm saying that more so like I think your presence, like even when you watch, like when I watch the On the Radar freestyle, like the way you bring yourself, the energy that you bring, I think like you make it a thing to make yourself be felt, and I think people felt your presence on there, regardless of what you do. I think people felt like even with the sturdy, the tripping song, like you felt, even though your verse wasn't too long, you still felt your
Yeah.
presence on there. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like with Jack's like, I mean, shoot, that's probably like my fourth or like fifth viral song. So like I wouldn't say I've been in it for a lot, but like the fans is kind of like, oh damn, he did it again. With B Jack's on his second joint. So I feel like as time goes on, it'll be a point where they're like, damn, like Jack's will get the same look. Like they'll picture Jack's just as like how they picture me. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah.
Nah, I get what you're saying. And another thing that I wanted to bring up, a recent interview I was watching of yours, you said one thing that you don't like is that people aren't paying attention to women across the board in entertainment and in music. And I wanted to ask you, like, what would you like to see, I guess, the business do more to support women?
I would say, I think it starts from like everywhere, from like WNBA stuff. Then being like, shout out to Zoe, like my best friend, she's one of the biggest streamers right now. I say in the world, and now she's starting to get her shine, but she's doing all these collabs with different women, and she's bringing out like, she's doing collabs with big celebrities already that should be bigger than they are. You know what I'm saying? But just because they're girls, it just takes a lot longer for it to like happen. But I don't know what exactly can happen. Like I genuinely don't know. Like I don't know. That's why like in my music I like to just shine light on women, and just, you know, keep it fun. Like I think that's really the only thing I really can say. For real.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm with you. I don't know. It's not like one person can fix that problem. Yeah, I think it's a collective thing. But I do think you voicing that is important, because that stood out to me in the interview. So I think another person who watches that interview or this one, just hearing you saying, you know, yo, like women are really doing some very important stuff. Yes. We should be tuning in. I think that's an important message in itself, just because you have a voice and a platform. So
we all come from our mothers. Just put it like that too. Like,
come on, man. I really want to talk about Streamer University though. Like, how was my boy Los is here, and y'all did that together. But how was your experience with that?
It was fun, but it was rough. Like that was my first time really streaming on my own, because I was only seen on streams with Zoe and Tylo for real, and Kai a little bit. But it was rough. Like streaming for 27 hours, and everybody having a real camera setups, and I got my phone. I'm trying to work the phone, so it was a learning experience. But it was fun at the same time. It was cool.
What did they teach you? Like, what did you learn?
Bro, that is a lot of competition. Like, I didn't know how many people was streaming, and how many people was big on streams. Like,
wow.
And I used to think everything was just about clips and moments, but it's just like really building the fan base on that Twitch stream. Like, as much clips as you got, people will come watch you to see if you're going to do what you did in that clip. And if you ain't doing it, they're going to leave. Like, that's how it is. But you have to build the fan base. So,
yeah,
I learned that.
You think so? I think I always thought, you know, from my perspective, when I watch these guys, I always thought you got to create things for people to fall in love with. Like, create a narrative or create a storyline or just something.
Yeah, so
like the Zoe and Zeddy narrative. Yeah. People love that. You know what I mean?
So, like, I feel like that's cool. But that comes with, like you said, like, that's going to be the only thing people know you for. And then once they come for that and you're not doing that, they're going to leave. So I definitely feel like you got to create moments with clips and that type of stuff. Like clip farm, they call it clip farm. I be clip farm like a motherfucker. But, yeah, you feel like you still, at the end of the day, got to build that fan base. Like, at the end of the day, yeah.
And what's your take on the Clover Boy and the AMP war that's going on?
The firework
I've been enjoying them.
I've been loving it.
Word of my mother,
that shit. They've been my July has been very entertaining, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I just wanna see Rakai. Rakai's a wild boy.
I love him, yo.
I love Rakai because he gonna get back. He don't care. He's really a YN. Like he's the definition of a YN.
I was telling my mom, every time I go home, my mom always tell my younger brother, he's 10 years old, she always tell him how bad I was when I was his age. Like I was bad to where I forged my mom's signature, because we used to have this thing called the white slip where when you get in trouble, they write you have to get your parents to sign it. And I forged my mom's signature for at least for months.
I did the same thing.
One day they caught me, they brought me into the office and they had my mom on speakerphone and they were like, who signed all your papers? And I was like, my mom. And the lady said, are you sure? I said, I swear to God. My mom said, no, I didn't. I got my ass whooping that day. But I was a badass kid. And I think Rakai, He reminds me of that 10-year-old me that was just so bad, and I love it.
Yes.
And I love
Yes.
that little
That's
nigga.
why I feel like everybody, like, at the end of all of this, everybody going to, like, all right, peace, we done. And Rikai gonna be like, no, I need my GBG, I need my get back.
What would you do in that situation?
See, if I'm on Clover Boy's side, I'm bombing. I'm just gonna keep bombing AMP. Like I'm on Rikai type timing. Like I'm not gonna stop because I know everybody gonna tune into the streams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my moments. I'm wilding. If I'm on AMP side, I'm chilling in San Antonio. Like I ain't gonna lie, they chilling out there in the crib. Like I feel like they did enough damage.
Yeah,
They
just
could
let
bomb
them
them at
have it.
any time. Let them have it.
Yeah.
I'll let them have it.
Now, another thing I wanted to ask you is about the XXL freshman freestyle, or not freestyle, but the freshman
list.
class, the list. I wanted to ask you how you internalized the disappointment that people expressed publicly for you, because a lot of people were like disappointed that you weren't on there.
Yeah, I was letting the people do what they gotta do. Like if I was supposed to be on it, if God wanted me to be on the list, I'd have been on it. But I wasn't, so I just let the people go ahead, do what they gotta do. But that shows like I'm doing something. Because last year I didn't make the list and people was like, oh well, all right, nobody said nothing about Zeddy. But this year it was, oh damn, he didn't make the list. Zeddy should have been on there. He been wild, he been going crazy. But all my guys, like damn near all my people was on that list. Like Chief, Nino Pate, who was on there?
I fuck with Nino.
He ain't on there, so like, a lot of the guys is on there. So shout out to them. for sure.
I have an interview with Nino where I think Ace was there, but he didn't say a word during the entire interview. I don't know if Ace was there, but he didn't say a word, like not a word, but
He was like really not talking that much.
yo, he was just like one word in me the whole interview, and so I chopped it up to make it look like just an awkward ass interview, and it was dope. The clip went viral, but it was dope because it was like when I asked him something, he'll just be like, yeah. Like, it was fire. But
Nino
now
music
he's
is tough.
Tough, man.
Tough. Bro.
Oh man, he speaks to my pain. Like
Yeah.
he just a good storytelling too.
And
like,
the crazy thing is like, so he's a good artist because you say he speaks to your pain. I can't really relate to nothing he be going through and he's talking about, but I just love his music. So that just tells the type of artist he is. Like he gonna go far. For real.
Yeah, nah, he's got it, man.
Yeah.
Before I let you get out of here, man, I want to ask you a few more things. I know Angie Martinez Barbecue is coming up. You're performing there.
Yes,
Are you performing?
I'm
Attending?
performing. Yeah, I'm performing. Jim is performing. Who else is on the thing? Who else I seen on there?
What I can't remember. Oh yeah, bass swag.
Yeah, nah, I can't wait. I'm ready to go turn up. Nigga, you barbecue? What? Food? Yes, I might have a cheeseburger in my hand on the stage. I'm ready to have a good time.
Nah, but see, I'm not from New York, and I remember being home, in Minnesota. I was telling my other coworker this. I remember being home in Minnesota or just in college, and I always used to fantasize about, Angie Martinez Barbecue. Like, damn, like just thinking about it, like, man, look at all these people in one place just celebrating,
Right.
just having fun,
Good
celebrating
time.
life, having a good time. You being in New York, was that something that you just was in your back of your mind? Like, man, this is dope. This is
Yeah, like you could think about. Yeah, like I'm just ready to go, ready to perform, have a good time, bring my family out. I like the events like this, like Angie Martinez. We all know Angie. I never got to meet Angie. I still want to meet her one day.
legend.
I can't wait. I want to meet her one day. But yeah, I just can't wait. I'm gonna bring my family out, let them watch me perform. Hopefully, I get to meet Angie. Let my mom meet Angie because we listen to.
I think you're gonna meet Angie before the barbecue.
Hopefully so. But yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm ready.
Nah, that's dope, man. And then the last question I want to ask you, you don't have to answer it.
Come on.
But what was going on through your mind when I can transform you anything you want? I
pool
can
party.
Get it for you.
Yo, I knew that girl. That was a real girl.
Okay.
So I knew her I met her probably like 2 weeks before because I invited her out to one spot and we ended up not going. But I knew the girl the whole time. But the internet was
wow,
Instagram,
oh my
TikTok.
God.
But I just knew I had to start up stream sooner or later because they are gonna all spam me.
They cooked. They was.
Yeah, they still don't believe me to this day, but it's cool.
Okay,
I know the
okay.
girl.
So you were familiar with the person. It wasn't like a random. Okay.
Yeah, bro. But I was in when it happened, and then after we was like walking around the pool party, and they was spamming like Zeddy. I'm like, wait, what? Acting all dumb. Oh, what? But yeah, everybody know the girl. Like she got followers and all that. So I was surprised. Not a lot of like you said in the beginning, a lot of people still don't know me. So yeah, it is what it is. But that was definitely funny, for sure.
All right, Zeddy. Well, my last question that I'm asking everybody that comes on the show is, basically what I want to know is what's one thing people romanticize about you. I don't know how to pronounce that word. What's the word?
Romanticize. I think romanticize.
Oh, okay. What's one thing people romanticize about your life that's actually a struggle?
So like meaning like what you mean like that they praise that's actually a struggle for me?
Well, people always look at celebrities or just whoever, and they like, man, this person gets to. Let's use this for example, because I was talking to Chanel about it downstairs. But like, oh, Zeddy gets to take a black truck everywhere, and it's like you don't know how much money Zeddy got to put in his pocket, or it's Zeddy is in different states here and there, but you don't know Zeddy's rolling with 5 different people, and they all got their tickets paid for, hotel got to be paid for, food got to be fed, this and this and this, and it's like just stuff like that. Like Friday said once on the Breakfast Club, he was like, when he signed his deal and it was like $1 million, everybody was like, oh, Friday's rich, but it's like, I got to break half of that off for this person. My manager got to eat. My tour people got to eat. This people got to eat. So it's just one thing about your life that people always praising or just are fantasize about. And you're like, man, there's some struggles that come with this.
I would say me, like everybody just loves how, Zeddy could be himself. He can smile in any room he goes to. He seems like he just, so comfortable in his own skin. But there are a lot of times where I'm in rooms and I think it's just the bigger and bigger that I get and the more celebrities I meet, where sometimes I start to feel a little uncomfortable in some rooms where it's like, damn, I kind of want to act cool because they just too cool or whatever case may be. So I do still struggle with it sometimes, but, obviously I always get through it, but like it's still a little struggle here and there sometimes. Getting in some rooms where a lot of people be a lot bigger than me or I'm trying to seem a lot cooler than I really am, but yeah, I would say that. So it ain't always peaches and creams every time, but I get through it, so I'll be fine.
Great answer, man.
Yeah.
Zeddy, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for pulling up. I enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you.
And yeah, Set the Tone is out right now. Make sure y'all go.
Yes, sir.
Go show that some love, man. I enjoyed it. I also like the Joe Budden joint too.
I thought
that was
freestyle was dope.
I thought that was very, very dope. Yeah, I think it did exactly what you intended it to do. I think it showed that this motherfucker can rap.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So that's all you had to, that's it right there. That's what it was right there.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all. It's Power 105.1. It's the boy Art, Zeddy Will. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.